that down, let's move on to this, shall we? Officially today, Transformers 1 hits theaters.
Yeah.
And I am telling you what, I am really torn between watching Thursday Night Football or going to go see Transformers 1 again. Because Transformers 1, it's not going to be the best movie of the year, but I mean, it is the Transformers movie I have waited my whole life for. It's truly a wonderful little movie, completely honoring the spirit of Transformers. I had a ball with it. Again, it's not going to be in my top 3 best films of the year, but I really, really had a good time with it. Easily the best Transformers movie they've made so far. So you have that. Well, it's opening up today, officially. They did the advanced fan screenings on Saturday. A lot of you guys went to go see it, but now it's out officially. And now we're getting word about what the box office is looking like it may be. And they're saying that Transformers 1 is going to make somewhere between $30 and $40 million on its opening weekend. Now, that's pretty good. Ray, could you look up for me, what did Bumblebee make on its opening weekend?
Okay. I was actually looking up seats to see if the seats
see how many
were
seats
full.
you can get?
Yeah, no, just to see if the seats were full for at least today's showing. But
So
I got you.
with Transformers 1 coming out, now look, one of the things you got to understand about
21 million.
21 million
21
is what Bumblebee made. Now, when Bumblebee came out, it had a massive hurdle in front of it. The shittiness of the other Transformers movies. I'm sorry, that's just a fact. Bumblebee faced a lot of scrutiny and a lot of doubt and a lot of pessimism because the other Transformers movies sucked. It's just the way it is. And so even though Bumblebee, directed by Travis Knight, who directed Kubo and the Two Strings, was wonderful movie, it struggled to find its legs because a lot of people have given up.
Oof.
I would also suggest that Transformers 1 is facing a little bit of that because Transformers Rise of the Beasts is not so great. What's that? Why are you scouring?
Oof.
What?
I'm looking at the seats for
A lot
some
of
of the
seats are
showings.
open.
Oof.
Well, what time?
7.
You're going to have to define oof.
Yeah, 7:45 p.m. Look it up at the AMC, which is it's a good time, right? It's not a long movie. There's like 5 seats that are occupied. So
Yeah, but not a ton of people unless it's a blockbuster rush out on the Thursday nights, though.
No, you got to
And
look at
again,
like Friday or
Oh, I'll
whatever.
look it up
They're
right.
talking 30 to 40 million, which would again, I mean, if it came into the top end of that would be double what Bumblebee made. And again, and also it's facing the stigma of being an animated film. You're facing doubt because, you know, it's not Peter Cullen. It's not Frank Welker doing the voice of Megatron. It's a whole new thing. So you got some people within the Transformers fandom that are doubting it, people from outside the Transformers fandom saying, the Transformers movies suck, all that kind of stuff. So it's got a long road ahead of it. The question is going to be, can it find legs? So it's probably going to open at number 1 at the box office ahead of Beetlejuice. Because Beetlejuice is going into its 3rd weekend. So it'll probably drop below $30 million.
and we can't deny that even though they were really bad films, some of them, the live action Transformers, people just go, it's more like an event film for a lot of people. And to switch them over to this sort of cartoony, almost if you look at it,
I don't think so, because like the steam of the Transformers live action ran out. Like, yeah, people like me kept getting tricked into thinking the next one's going to be great.
We'll
and
keep
then
going too.
And then the trailers come out, and the trailers for all the Transformers movies looked amazing. So we kept going, and then finally the movie like once we got to the last night, that was what it was called, right? The last night or the final night or whatever it was.
The last straw for me.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a movie where they literally said Mark Wahlberg was the last iconic mythical knight of Cybertron.
Oh, he was great. Didn't you see him in Planet of the Apes?
Open
Of course
with
he is.
44 million, ended up with 605 million worldwide.
Right, which was a major drop from the previous one, and then that was shitty, and then it led into Bumblebee, which did even worse, even though the movie was great. So they've got a lot of hurdles they got to come over. So we're going to see if it can have that kind of legs. Can it have Elemental kind of legs? Because Elemental, I forget what it opened to. Check it, but
I believe
it was like 20 million. Yeah, I think it was $21 million.
I think I looked at enough to.
Elemental opened with.
Yeah, it's 29.
Oh,
So-
29 million.
And that went on to make $500 million. If Transformers 1, which is every bit as good as Elemental, can open with 30 to 40 and then get word of mouth going, find its legs, maybe it can do all right. So I'm looking forward to it either way. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. And PrizePicks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Unlike other apps on PrizePicks, it's just you against the numbers. All you have to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. PrizePicks is the best way to get action on sports in most states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. You see, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. And I was pleasantly surprised by just how quick and easy it was to get set up and registered and ready to go. Here's a couple of examples of picking your more or less. Tyreek Hill for more than 90 receiving yards, Dak Prescott for more than 263 passing yards, and CeeDee Lamb for more than 96 receiving yards. So guys, download the PrizePicks app today and use the code Campea and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code Campea on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. PrizePicks, run your game. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Transformers 1 is not going to have a massive blockbuster opening, but it's going to have a much bigger opening than Bumblebee did for an animated film facing an uphill climb against a lot of negative thoughts that people have about the Transformers brand and all that kind of stuff. How big can it be? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.